and there must be hundreds of little girls waiting to talk to you.
Yes, it is chaos after the show, and it's not just kids, which I think is really amazing. I get a lot of parents, we got a lot of the fathers that are like, I was just crying when your father lets you go in the end, and I think that's so cool. And I also get a lot of people that are my age that grew up just like I did, loving Ariel, loving the Little Mermaid, and so excited that it's on stage.
To have worked in your lifetime with both Ford and Foote personally and Tennessee Williams, who I know is a dear friend of yours, is that an amazing experience?
It's a privilege, you know. I mean, it is oft said, most oft by me, I suppose, that, you know, in an actress's life, you work like a dog, sweat like a horse, and oft times have to crawl like a snake. So one truly treasures the rewards, and I think those are the rewards, just simply knowing Tennessee and the privilege of working in his plays and being with Horton and having a partner, Horton, Foote play, and Horton is there every day in rehearsal. I mean, it's as good as it gets. What can I tell you?
We were talking to Bill Pullman, who was nominated for Best Actor in a Play for his work at Peter and Jerry, Edward Albee's play that was done at Second Stage. You seem to really know how to do Edward Albee. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Edward expected it when he first met me, but now he seems to be comfortable with the idea. I really like his writing.
We're talking to Edward Albee, who just received a special award from the Drama Desk. Do you ever write with actors in mind?
Not while I'm writing, no. Because, you know, actors have agents. And agents have very dumb ideas about what actors should be doing. No, you shouldn't do Edward's play. You should go out in Hollywood and do a movie. And you'll make a lot of money and become famous. But I want to do Edward's play. Nah, don't do that. So, you don't do that sort of thing.
We're talking to Linda Lavin, who has just been named Outstanding Featured Actress in a Play for the New Century, who bravely got up there and told the audience exactly how old she is, which shocked even me. Now, why did you do that?
Because I'm really proud of it. You know, I mean, I'm 70 and it amazes me. I still think I'm 25, but because it speaks of my history and because people have been mentioning their ages tonight, you know, Edward Albee's 80, Arthur Lawrence is 90. I thought, well, I'll be the youngest one in the bunch.
Talking to Mark Rylance, who's just been named Best Actor in a Play for his work in Boeing Boeing. It's certainly somewhat more physical than some of the Shakespearean roles you've done.
Yeah, a lot more physical, yeah, but then there's a carpet. You don't usually get carpet and soft furniture in Shakespeare plays. Otherwise, I'd be throwing myself around in them too, I guess.
We were talking to Deanna Dunnigan, Best Actress in a Play for August Osage County. And, of course, Violet Weston, who you play, is not exactly the most likable person on the planet, but where did you have to dig deep to find the evil or less than lovely parts of Violet?
You know, it's so interesting because when I first read it the first time we had a reading, I was just reading it so Tracy could hear it. I had no idea I would be playing the part. And it was so devastating to me because she is so cruel. But once you start playing it and you're inside that woman, she doesn't compute how cruel she is. She's trying to set the record straight.
We were talking with Paolo Jote, who's been named Best Actor in a Musical for South Pacific. How much of this is in part of your collaboration with Bartlett Shear, your director, and Kelly O'Hara, your leading lady?
Well, I think they are responsible for this. You know, they are totally responsible because when I came to first rehearsal, I was totally scared. I didn't know what to do, and they told me everything. You know, everything that I know on stage. It's because of Bart and because of Kelly.
Talking to Boyd Gaines, who's won Best Featured Actor in a Musical for Gypsy. When you started your career, and we won't say when that was, did you know you were going to move back and forth between plays and musicals?
Well, I started acting in this little place called PCPA in California, and they did everything. They did musicals, they did Chekhov, they did Shakespeare, new plays, revivals of the Greek plays, but they did everything. And so then, yes, I imagined like, oh, well, I'll do this later as I became a professional actor and got out of drama school. No, I thought, well, I don't really sing well enough. I certainly don't dance well enough. And I thought I'd do plays and I thought I'd do a lot more classical theater. But I've really actually done pretty much what I started out at PCPA doing, which is a little bit of everything. And that's by far the the most fun. And you get to make choices based on the material itself rather than just the type of material.
We're talking to Laura Benanti, who's just won Best Featured Actress in a Musical for playing Gypsy/Louise in Gypsy. And how do your parents feel about you playing a stripper?
I think that they support it. They're so supportive of me, and they understand that Gypsy Rose Lee was classy. She was burlesque. You could bring your wife, so it's not exactly like playing, like a pole dancer.
We are talking with Patti LuPone, Best Actress in a Musical for Mama Rose and Gypsy. It's taken you a long time to get to play Gypsy on Broadway. Obviously, it's now worth the trip. Did you ever doubt in your heart that you would ever get the chance to do this?
Yes, I guess I did. But I guess it was meant to be. I just happened to be older than I'd like to playing this part, but I don't think I could have played this part any sooner. I really don't. I have the information now.